Hello, we are live. Glad to be back and hanging out with you guys again. It's always a pleasure to get to spend some time with you guys and see what you're up to. Give you guys a minute to get over here. I haven't been live in a few days, and I apologize. Random boom. Boo. Ah, you scared me, good sir. Can't sneak up on me like that. Can't sneak up on me like that, random. I didn't see it coming, sir. That's correct. Let me get everything built here. I haven't. Let me get everything built here. 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. Dr. Jones, wake up now. Let me see. So, there's everybody sliding on in. Evie's here. Good old Vape. How you doing? Good to have you. Not for nothing. 1 second. I'm getting everything set up here a little early. Got the fireplace going today. Woke up this morning and it was snowing. Can you believe that? Out of left field. But yeah, 1 minute, guys. I will be back with you. We're ready to do all of our catch up. I haven't been on in a few days, and I'll tell you guys why. Anywho, all right, we got all that done. That's all finished. Okay. Yes, gravy. Are we set? Yes, wonderful. Let's move on. Okay, what time is it there? It's 9:52 in the morning. Like I said, I got the fireplace going. A little fire burning in there. Woke up this morning and, like I said, it's snowing. It's April. We had a major snowstorm up there as well. Oh, wow. Hello, Kenneth the fam. Glad to have you stopping by. Good sir. Good sir, Kenneth. I couldn't believe it, though. It was the oddest thing. I did not. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I appreciate you smashing that like button. That's how I appreciate it. That's good math. 8 people watching, 4 thumbs up. That's not good math. That's not good math. Thank you so much, Ken. Awesome man right there. Had a funny video. Very funny. I couldn't stop laughing at it. The idea that he came up with it. So jealous that he came up with it. Well, good. Thank you for so much stopping by, Jay. As always, I understand you guys. You know, it's early morning. People are getting to work doing their thing. Guten Tag. Guten Tag, Merrick. Glad to have you here. Dankeschön. Sun is out in the UK. Do a bottle flip and land it, and I will smash that like button. Well, you know what? Hold on. Why not? A bottle flip, he says. Well, that's too easy. I think I can handle a bottle flip. I think I can handle one. I got a fresh bottle water. Here we go. So what we'll do is let me get some of the water out of it so we can balance it. Bottle flip should be too easy. The weight right. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Nope, not right there. Wait, I'm just learning my weights. There we go. Did it. Evie saw it. Hey, legit. One more again. I did. If I can do it once, I do it again. Nope. Well, that one's not flipping right. Oh, I just did it. I swear to God. Oh, it was so close. Let the water come down inside. Yeah, move, Piper. Hold on. Nope. How did I get it the first time? There it is. Bam. Oh, even on an angle. How about that? Even better. Bottle flip. That's an accomplishment. Did it. Oh, thank you. Hydration is key. All right. So I got my thumbs up, I think I earned. And I even did it the hard way and landed it at an angle. So that's even awesome. So that was cool. Vladdy's here. Guess there. What's skills, bro? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It took me on my second one. I got the first time. I would never lie to you. I pulled it off on the second attempt. But I wanted you guys to see visually because if you can do it once, you can always do it again. That's once is a fluke, two is skill. And I knocked it out in skill. I was getting too quick on it, though. I wouldn't let the water settle, and it was off balance. And as soon as I did, Evie was right. Let it calm down a second. I nailed it. There it is again. Just did it again. Too easy. This one was perfect. Just did it again, though. But right, one more time. Here we go. Oh, that one was just a little too much. But yeah, bottle flips aren't a big deal. Nearly landed on the cat's head. That would have been bonus points. That would have been bonus points. Hold on a second. This is just killing me. I'm trying to get lighting correct. It's just, it's almost fading me out here. It feels like a bad Star Wars movie or something. There's plenty of those, right? So we don't need another one on this end. Okay, that's much better. At least I think it is. I don't know. Maybe if I back the camera up just a tad. There we go. How about that? Timmy's here. Do what now?
That you don't look right on this end.
Let me see what you're saying. Yeah, it's drowned out. Okay, so let's get.
You need light on your face.
Need overhead light.
Not that one.
That one. How's this? That's much better. There we go.
There.
Oh yeah, now look at it. Much better, huh? There we go.
Face was looking purple.
It was. I know, right? I feel that looks a lot better.
It still looks purple for some reason.
I don't know. It's got shadowings and stuff like that. I love that. Look at the raccoon eyes right there. You see that? Huh? Look like Skeletor all the time. Too close. I could count your nose hairs. You know what? There's actually a game we used to have in the Army, and you're probably going to be like, what the hell? But we used to call it the generator game. And you're like, what's the generator game? Well, the generator game is you attempt to see how many nose hairs you can pull out at one time. The record's 15, but it must be witnessed by a person who also plays the game to verify. And yeah, so that's the generator game. I'm tied with Paul, my friend Paul, for 15 right now. That's the high number. So if you want to play, get someone who plays with you and see how many you can win. The generator game. You'll be surprised after a while. You'll be all right, but it's definitely a tough game. Gary got it right. Gary wins the secret game. I don't know. Gary, I don't know why that popped into my head, mate, but it did.
You were talking about Aqua the other day.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't. That's like a very obscure song. The fact that he was actually able to figure that one out. I actually like the whole album of Aqua Aquarium. I liked the whole album. I thought all the songs were catchy. All the hairs at once, one time, one solid pull, and it's how many you can get in one pull. And generally, we would count the follicles as an easier way to count. You want to watch the real fire? Oh. Welcome to my gen. Welcome to the corner of a little bit of happiness and health. We've got a fireplace. That's how you know it's classy. There we go. Meow. Yeah, well, here. You don't know some. Meow. There we are. Meow. Meow. It's not bad. I like it. I turned the heat off. I just see it as saving money because I don't like. I turn the fan on in the house, and I got the air circulating from here, and all the heat comes out, and then the fan over there picks it up and distributes it out through the house. And the house is actually nice and toasty warm, and it's like 32 degrees. And I've been able to heat this house from 70 degrees to 74 throughout the whole house with just the fireplace. So very nice. It was. Is it still snowing? I don't think so. That was crazy nuts, though. I bet it's going to do it again, though. Hello, AMC. AMC, come to see me. But I see you, and I'm a Jew, and that is true. Yep. kind of out of nowhere, like 7:30. Yeah, bro. Around that time, I got up to take the dogs out, and yeah, I'm outside. I told Eve, I said, it's snowing. She goes, what? And I'm like, yeah. She comes outside. Sure enough, it wasn't so much that it was snow as it was coming down as frozen ice. It was like little ice balls. Not quite hail because it was Dippin' Dots. Yeah, it was Dippin' Dot outside. If anything, we had Dippin' Dots. Prove you're a Jew. You know what I mean. Oh. You want to see Ringgold? You don't want that. How about I just speak some Hebrew for you? Would that work? Will that work? You can't see the hair? Come on. You can't. This is not a balding at that age. This is Jewish flowiness. Vladdy knows I'm Jewish. He's been around a while. He says I am the Messiah. I should know. I followed a few. That was an army trick we used to do, Vladdy, for Sip. We used to do that to the new soldiers. Have you got a hoodie? That's what I mean. You want to see Ringgold. Ringgold. Yeah. Who transforms into the vanilla gorilla. Uh-oh, this is a little TMI. It was actually a really funny prank, Sip, and I used to pull all the new guys with counting the change. What we would do is, when we knew there was a new guy in the motor pool at lunch, Sip and I would count. He would, we'd get some change in his pocket, and he'd be like, all right, this is a 2001 quarter. I've got a 95 dime and a couple just new pennies, whatever at the time it was. And I'd be like, okay, cool. So he'd go get the new guy, and Sip would say, look, this kid is such a Jew that not only can he tell you what coin, because I can hear the sound of coins. I know what sound of a coin. Each coin makes a specific sound when it hits the ground, and I know each sound, so I can tell you when something hits the ground. I used to be able to tell people how much change hit the ground. And but getting the year was the funny part. So Sip would be like, okay, check this out. He'd take the coin, and I'd be working on a generator, and I know it's coming. And he'd toss the coin down. Who just dropped a 2001 quarter? And go back to what I'm doing. And then Sip, oh, watch this, kick the dime. Somebody threw a 92 dime. They had extra nickel in that year. I can tell that. What are you doing? You're dropping change. And then, of course, the pennies. All right, now someone's just messing with me. There's 2011 pennies everywhere. So that's the joke we used to do, and we'd mess with the new guys. That was a good one. Oh, good. We got some people doing some subscriptions. That's good. Good. You guys help each other out if you haven't subscribed. Great group of people here. I haven't been live in a few days, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I didn't want to. All right. So there we go. That was easy. We were playing some Fortnite the other day. Had some good games. Quite a few wins. Hello. Hello, Patrick. Patrick, who has sent us a package. I am very excited. It should be arriving soon. Come on, Mr. Mailman, right? It's great knowing that his package is going international. I don't know. That's just cool. Like the hands that it must have changed. Here you go, mate. Thank you, mate. And then he comes up to some American. He's like, here you go, bloke. Thanks, dude. And, somewhere in there that happened. That conversation took place. And I think that's awesome. Oh, yeah. We had some great teamwork on that other one. And we checked it out. And I did. I got all three on that one at the end. So that was really good. I've had some other wins, too. I'm still trying to figure out how to download them, though, because I got a great couple solo wins in there that I've saved the video file of, and it's really cool. I've been learning how to play with the camera angle and change angles and watch. Like there was a fight that I got into that I took a solo victory in, but the whole time I'm checking it out from different angles. And there was this one guy, and him and I were just like the whole time dancing around each other, never quite interacting fully. I'd engage him a couple rounds. He shoot at me a couple. We wound up crisscrossing paths all over until the very final end, and then I took him out. Yeah, we had some really good teamwork there, though. Yeah, at the end, it started kind of collapsing a little bit and falling apart, but the good old Jeremy squad leader took charge, and we got it done. We got it done. Been getting some good wins. I have figured that game out on squads. I have 15 squad wins. I just checked it out. So squads are definitely my game, and I have figured out as long as we make the movements and Vladdy doesn't linger. Oh, that's funny. Vladdy's, when he doesn't linger, we win. You have two squad wins. I have 2 solo wins. I have 5 duo wins. And I have 15 solo, maybe 16 now squad wins. The iPad is faster. I'm never a lingerer. Oh, Vladdy. I'll turn around. Vladdy, where are you? I'm coming, man. I'm coming. We're like halfway across the map, and he's back over here chopping a tree. No, Vladdy does really good, man. When he comes over, we can play together in the same room. It's so much easier for communication, especially when I can check what's going on and he can check on my screen. It makes it. Which way did you go, George? Which way did you go, George? Which way? Oh, no, 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 no. I love that one. That turkey vulture chicken hawk thing. Oh, no, no, no. Which way did he go, George? You're funny, Vladdy. You're a funny, funny man. Let's see. Oh, there's the fire. Keeping it going. Nice and pretty fire. Got to stoke it up here in a minute. Let's go ahead and do that now. You're stoking the fire. Yes, it's true. Get that nice and hot. And you. Probably soon I have to go get another log. They're a little on the fresh side, so they're taking a little longer to burn, but I'm happy with that because they're taking longer to burn. Oh, this has hurt my arm. There we go. They're taking a little air. It needed some oxygen. Uh-oh. We're having problems, people. There we go. We're going to pull this out, get it some oxygen. From the bottom. There we go. That should flame up in just a second. Perfect. All right. Did it pass over? Yeah, we were fine. The storm turned out to be not too big of a deal. We did get hit for a minute. Right after I got off with you guys, Ann had told us we had about 15, 20 minutes to the worst of it. So we tried to run to the store so that we could stock up on some stuff in case we lost power. And when we got to the store is when the storm hit. So we were inside at the shopping store when the storm came in, and it was bad for a minute. And I had to leave Evie at the entrance. I took all the bags in my left arm, and I ran to the car, threw the bags in the car, jumped in the car, started it up, drove to the entrance, picked Evie up. Yeah, a lot of places. We got lucky. I think what helps us out a lot is that we have the river here. And the river, when storms come over, is really cold water. So it sucks up a lot of the heat that comes over our town, and it pulls a lot of heat down. And the storm loses a lot of strength. So the river kind of protects us a little bit. And there's other parts that aren't so lucky that don't have a large river that runs through it that can pull up some of the storm's heat. And the river really runs everywhere. There's a lot, and it has to hit another a lake. We have a lake, 2 giant lakes that kind of protect us. So it's called Land Between the Lakes. And what it is there's a land you can hang out, and there's these 2 rivers that are fed by this giant lake. And everyone goes boating there. It's a really nice little vacation spot. When we went metal detecting, we were out near there as well. Nice little town out of the way. But the storm always has to pass over the lake, those 2 rivers, and our river system here in town. So a lot of the storm loses energy. So it made the news there. Oh, did it really? Wow. Well, that's a shame. No, we were okay. This is why I take storms very seriously. It's when you don't take a storm seriously is when the worst can be expected. And, you always plan for the worst and hope for the best. So when storms come like that, we just dip to the basement. There's no sense in and making it. I'll push it to as far as I feel comfortable. Now that last one where we saw the UFO as well. Again, still don't know what it was, but that was a UFO. It was definitely in the air. It was flying, and I don't know what the hell it was. But that one, when that tornado hit, I probably wound up staying outside probably just a little too long. But that was okay. When I finally could hear and we caught a lightning flash and I was able to see it in the storm, yeah, I was like, yep, time to go. So we were out. And then we huddled in the basement for about 15, 20 minutes. And then it seemed like it calmed down. And then I was like, all right, well, we're going to make sure we wait another 10 minutes. And then we hang out in the basement about 25 minutes total. 15 minutes while it was going on, give it time to really clear out of the area. And then another 10 minutes in case there was anything on the backside that we needed to, just be cautious of. But for the most part, we're good. Oh, do you? Okay. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully you should just ignore news. I've been ignoring the news lately. I haven't been watching a lot of the news, and I really don't. It's a lot better. It's just nothing but people arguing all the time. You are wrong. I'm wrong. It's like, Jesus. If I wanted that, I'd just go hang out with family members. Anyway. Well, see, that's the great thing is I can just talk to you guys and ask what's going on with you guys, and you can just tell me what's going on in the world, and then you guys can ask me, and between us, we don't need the news because the news used to be important when it was hard to get information because there was no way for everyone to communicate it and gather it on their own while they were attempting to do a job. But it seems now with the internet, you really don't need the news. We can find out pretty much anything we want. If I want to find out somebody said there were floods in the UK today, I can just jump on here or I can tune into somebody else live to ask Brad, hey man, what's going on over there? Everything okay? Yeah, we got some flooding, but it's not too bad. We're going to be okay. No Moss good news, but now we have auto pay. No mail. Right? There's better ways to communicate now, and I think the news is just kind of it's a dying breed. It's like newspapers. It's going the way of the dodo. And you're seeing its death throes. They're just so desperate to get anything. They've got to try to make it edgy and catchy to boost everything. So there you go. Yay, Gary Ghost Hunter is home out of the hospital and well. Well, way to go, Gary Ghost Hunter. Way to pull through, man. Good for him. It is. It is taking away too much human interaction. I don't like it. I hear you, Vladdy.
And yet he's the one that's on the computer instead of over here.
He's at work. A technicality.
That's an excuse.
An excuse.
I'm not willing to accept that excuse.
He was a gun-loving redneck. Well, Patrick, I love my guns as well.
I don't know what that is, Vladdy. What
did Vladdy say? Go to work, Evie. Gun control. We can discuss a little if you want. Why not? We can talk a little on it. I myself have weapons. Yesterday, a couple days ago, I was very very grateful to have weapons, and the reason being was Evie and I were just sitting here. It was a nice evening outside. Everything was nice and calm, and at a left field, gunshot goes off. I went outside to check, make sure everything was okay, see if anything's going on. Didn't see anything right away. Stepped back inside my house and locked my door. Evie already had the weapons out, and we just charged the weapons, put a round in the chamber, set them down next to us, nice and safe, went back to what we were doing. Just in case something was happening or something did go wrong and there was someone fleeing in that direction. We were in no danger. We were a little more protected. Didn't have to use them. Glad I didn't. Glad I had it, though. Made me feel a little safer knowing that should something go down, and there have been scenes where people run through neighborhoods and carjack and break into homes and take it happens. It does happen. And because that happens, because there are certain freedoms that are allowed, you have to be able to combat and be able to. You love your guns in Ohio too? Absolutely. I think guns are a great thing. It's a great thing. Anything can be misused as a tool of destruction in the wrong hands. Anything. This cell phone can do a lot of damage to somebody in a very short time, and cause lives to end. We hear about kids committing suicide because of online bullying. So a phone can do. The pen is mightier than the sword, but I think that plays as well to weapons as well. You know, there's anything can be turned into a weapon. Crime of passion isn't. I mean, at any point, Evie's ashtray. Oh, that would definitely, in the right hands at the wrong time, that could definitely be considered something useful. People kill people. Absolutely. It's the person. For instance, myself, I do have my PTSD moments, but I was able to carry a weapon into 2 combat situations. No issues with that. Seems no different now. Do I have my moments? Absolutely. In fact, just this morning when I woke up, I was having a bad dream. I don't remember what, though, but I know it was causing me a lot of stress. And I woke up in a very aggressive and angry mood. But that's the PTSD kicking in. But my logical and rational side, where I can recognize that this is the PTSD, I calmed myself. Taking the dogs out helped a lot. It gave me something to focus on. The snow definitely caught me off guard and made me feel very calm. So in no way was anybody in any danger from a gun in any way, shape, or form, even with somebody around that has PTSD. It's the person that wields it and the responsibility that goes with it. And I was taught very young to be a responsible gun owner and a gun handler. And I see myself as no more a threat than anybody else. So, again, usually a lot of these times when you hear about these shootings, it was someone who obtained the weapon under circumstances that were questionable at best anyway. And for that, I have no problem with their being assessed, as there are some people who just aren't responsible enough, and that's what it comes down to. But I think we've also covered on this channel plenty of times before.
223+1 said you should be here soon.
Oh, wunderbar. You're getting your hoodie. I'm so excited. As soon as you get it, you got to send me a picture. I want to see a picture with you wearing it. But I believe it was the History Channel Tale of the Gun that said, to better understand the gun is to better understand history. It is a tool that has been also used for peace as well as destruction. Something about the responsibility that goes with owning a gun. Can you carry in public? Absolutely, I can. Open carry is completely legal here in Tennessee. No license required. Strap it on your hip, display it to everybody, and you're more than welcome to walk around with it. And it's no big deal. Yes, I was, Atlas. I spent 7 years in the Army. If you want carry conceal, you have to do a weekend class, take a safety training course, and then go to the range and qualify, and then you're able to carry with your weapon hidden under your clothing. Again, a lot of people have them, and it's no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. It's, an armed public is a safe public. There's also a polite public. I think they're very polite, but I've seen tons of people walking around with sidearms here, and it's quite all right. No problem whatsoever. I convinced the owner of a business here that I'm good friends with that he needed to start having a pistol with him at work at all times. Absolutely. Even I told him just a little 380, something just to make a little noise with. You don't have to, shoot to kill. That's not what he would want for it. See, that's what's great about weapons is you can change the caliber to do what you needed to do. Shooting somebody with a little 380 is probably not going to kill them. If anything, they're probably going to get hit and go to the hospital and have the bullet removed and identified later as somebody who was shot. Yeah, they could be, but a pepper gun? Well, pepper guns. A pepper spray? I think you mean pepper spray. Okay, yeah, pepper spray. That'll stop one person. What if there's 2? Here's something else people don't realize, that when you spray pepper spray, it also affects you because you're so close to it. So that would be really bad too if your attacker happened to be upwind from you. That would be bad. Shoot people with a knife. Yeah. Hopefully here's the whole point of having a gun is that you never have to use it. That's the great part about it is it's meant to be never used. So you say you was carrying and I wasn't, and we got into a road rage incident and had to go at each other and turned into a few punches. Would it be okay to use the gun if you lost or won the scrap? Well, I would say like this because I'm going to tell you right now, that incident has happened here in Tennessee where people have gotten to a road rage. No, I don't think that me personally as a responsible gun owner and driver, I would never get into a road rage incident with someone in the first place. I would never take it to a fist fight because The weapon would be the deterrent of the fist fight. So just by its presence alone, generally, you don't need to draw it. Just its presence alone will generally quarrel anything, because then it'll just turn into a verbal blah, 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 blah. But no, I mean, if somebody wanted to, there's illegal. If you were getting your butt kicked, and I mean, really, if you're going to fist fights, I would argue that a person drawing a gun during a fist fight, if the person wasn't armed, there's no sense of deadly force being used. But then again, in the situation, let's imagine you were a woman and this instance of road rage happened and a big, large man was coming at you and he was determined to do kind of punches at you. I think what that would do is a weapon would level the playing field, and generally just drawing it and making the presence of the weapon known is enough to stop any kind of fight, generally. Why am I streaming early today? I don't know. Kind of felt like it. But that's all. You know, I think it evens playing fields out. I think the gun, but the whole purpose is it's a deterrent first. Even in the military, our weapons, we were taught what was called the 5 S's, which was shout, show, shove, shoot, shoot. So shout, you would yell at the person first, hey, stop. Shout, show, hey, point the weapon, display your weapon. Shout, show. Shove was if they get that close, you would want to shove them, literally shove them. Once you've shown them that you have a gun, shove them with it, push them with it. And then we had shoot was warning shot, and shoot was kill shot. So even then, there was what's called escalation of force, and any responsible gun owner would know when is the time to use it, when is the responsible time to use it. If someone wants to yell and scream at me in traffic because I did something silly or I made a mistake, it's really not that big of a deal to me. If someone wanted to attempt to physically cause problems with it, you know what? I'm a disabled veteran, so here's how the things are going to work. Either I would have to go for a immediate choke or an immediate arm break or breaking a bone of some sort. That's how I'm going to have to end the fight, which is going to cause the person some serious damage. Or I could try to use the weapon to display that I don't want to engage, but you can scream all you want, but you're not coming to cause myself or anybody harm. And hopefully that would end it. Or the person would continue on, at which point then if they're set to do you harm, hey, defend yourself. Are guns allowed near schools? No. They have a gun. There's gun-free zones where you're not supposed to have a gun within on school properties. School properties generally, hospitals don't allow weapons. Certain businesses have no guns allowed, and usually at that case, that's where you get your carry concealed, and you just kind of do it anyway. You just don't let them know. They just don't want it seen out there. Big kick in the nuts. I mean, yeah, that's a nice idea. It doesn't always go as well. A takedown is always preferred. A nice takedown and a choke will always end it really well. And you'd be surprised how many people don't know how to fight back from being choked out. It's a lot of fun. It's actually really harmless, but you do have to like kill some brain cells, I guess, in the process to do it to them. It's really interesting, too, is that if you're going for a chokehold on somebody and they try to put their chin down, all you have to do is take your hand and put it on their forehead and lift the chin up. The neck isn't strong enough to overcome the power of the head. So if you're holding it and they're stopping you, just lift their forehead up, slide your arm in, lift their forehead, slide your arm in, and then you're all good to go. You're all set. You're all set. Or I just get a Vladdy. I got a Vladdy. Vladdy was a bouncer. I can just get a Vladdy. Tasers are nice, too. I haven't heard anything about panic or safe rooms. I think that's retarded. A safe room is only as safe as a person wants it to be. What if they set the school on fire? Now it's all people are going to do then is just fire a couple rounds and then go around dumping gasoline and burn the school down with people locked in the safe room. So that's not a viable option. I've also said that I would volunteer my time. I know tons of other veterans that would do so as well. You can just have a couple veterans go stand at a school and hang out for a couple hours and shift. Let us have our weapons there and make us do a qualified course. Work through the VFW or what else is there? There's tons of veterans organizations that could find veterans that would be willing to volunteer time to stand guard free, completely free. I'll go stand guard. As long as you give me a school lunch. You know, whatever's going on. If I'm standing there on the breakfast shift, let me get a breakfast tray later. And I'll go stand for free. Sure, no problem. Tons of veterans would do that. Parents could do it too. Anybody actually in America could go out and get their armed security license and then volunteer their time. That's an easy way to protect schools, and it doesn't cost a damn thing. But I'm just coming up with useful and reasonable and implementable ideas today. But what are you going to do? I've said this to people. I think I've tweeted Trump a couple ideas before. I don't think he read them. I'm sure he didn't. Yeah, that's funny. I'm taking 2 milks today. 2 milks. Oh, man, I won't lie to you, though. There's nothing better than school lunch milks. I don't know why. No, shelf milk. The shelf milk I used to bring home from the Army was great. They used to take us to the field, and they had these milks in these cartons, and the milk would last like 2 years unrefrigerated. It was great. Delicious.
It didn't last a month in our house.
I remember the first time I probably brought them home for Evie. I'm like, here, I dug these out of the trash. And she's like, what? Because what they do is that when you come out of the field, all the leftover food, they toss it in the dumpster. Even if it's brand new, still in its case, not even opened, they'll toss it in the dumpster. 2 milks, and don't tell me how to do my job. That's absolutely right. And a chocolate, in case I get thirsty out there again. And they had chocolate, strawberry, white milk, and they would toss it in the dumpsters. And one time my sergeant was like, Greenbaum, go throw these away. And I said, Sergeant, do you mean throw them away or get rid of them? And he was like, oh, get rid of them. Roger that. I can get rid of them. Well, the back of my car would be getting rid of them, would it not? So I loaded up the crap out of my car with this chocolate milk and strawberry. I think I had like 3 cases, which had like 48 in a case. Each case had 48 milks, 48 or 50 milks. And I think I got 3 cases of white, 2 cases of chocolate, and 1 case of strawberry. Loaded down on that crap. Loaded down. And I brought them home, and Evie was like, what are these? I'm like, these are Army shelf milks, and they're great. She was like, I don't know. I'm like, let me put a few in the fridge, get them nice and cold, and then I would stock the fridge up with them. So the whole fridge would have 2 rows of white, 1 row of chocolate, 1 row of strawberry. People come over, you want a milk? Yeah, give me a milk. Hook them up with the milk, came with a little straw. Man, once we got into those would go so quick. Ooh, aw, fresh milk. UHT milk. I had plenty of milk, rice, and beans. Ah, man. I don't know what the name of the brand was. It was just we called it shelf milk because you can just store it on a shelf and it's good for like 5 years unrefrigerated, and they are delicious. And they're the perfect serving for everything. So you want a bowl of cereal, just pop it in, give one a good squeeze into your cereal. That's what we did in the Army. You call it long life milk? Okay. Okay. They're delicious. I drink them all day long. Good stuff. Who doesn't love milk? Milk is wonderful. I love milk. I could drink it all day. You guys should try the milk challenge. I did it twice. I tried it. I failed twice. Problem is, though, is I don't think I was hungry enough when I decided to go do it. So that was the problem. But if I tried the milk challenge, I might try it again one more time. But if I did it again, I think I'd do it live. Milk challenge live. It will probably end in vomiting. Heads up. But maybe we'll do it one more. Brad and Ash were supposed to do the milk challenge, and they never did. You guys need to bother them. Just tell them when you see Ash and Brad on their channel, you comment, Jake Greenbaum said do the milk challenge. We want Ash and Brad to do the milk challenge. Where's the milk challenge, Ash and Brad? We were promised the milk challenge, Ash and Brad. Nothing. Nothing. The easiest video in the world. All you need is a gallon of milk. Done. It gives their stomach cramps? Oh, that's too bad. No, not evaporated milk, Vladdy. Evaporated milk is pretty good, though. It's really creamy. The shock collar challenge. He promised me almost a year ago that he was going to do the milk challenge. He also promised me he was going to push Ash in the canal, and he still won't do it. Oh, yeah. I know the evaporated milk, but that's really sweet, isn't it? Evaporated milk is kind of sweet. Condensed milk. That's it. That's it. Condensed milk is the sweet stuff. Evaporated is different. I don't mind powdered milk for making puddings and stuff like that. That's quite all right. I don't mind powdered milk for that. You make gypsy tart. I'm not familiar with what a gypsy tart is, Gary. You can't, or random. You can't just make up words for delis and bakeries stuff. That doesn't fly. You can't just make up words. Gypsy tarts. Oh, I like that the fire is burning slow. That's good. That's how I like it to go. I don't want the logs to go up quick. I want them to burn slow and long all day. And that's exactly what it's doing. So I got to throw another one on here soon. When I get off with you guys, I'll probably chuck another one in there. It's like a pie with no top. So it's like a pecan pie. I was thinking about doing a challenge when Sip gets here. And the challenge is for a month, I'm only going to eat the food that I can find on the reduced rack daily. I was thinking about doing that challenge. It'd be tough. A lot of breads, stuff like that, some reduced meats and stuff. Speaking of which, we got to cook that turkey today. We're going to cook some turkey today. Toiki, toiki, toiki. Very heavy, yeah. New York style cheesecake's pretty good. If you ever get a chance, nice thick piece of cheesecake. Heavy. That stuff's heavy. But gypsy tart, that actually sounds good to try. I'd try a gypsy tart. The fire looks blurple. Yeah, I know. I don't know why fire comes through on cameras as purple. Even coils on the stove are red. They come through as purple. Oh, you did a turkey last week. Very nice. Coffee fudge chocolate cake made from boiling the evaporated milk until it's really sticky. Sticky. Just that could be fun. Well, like I said, guys, I apologize not coming on really for a couple days. I just didn't really have it in me. I needed a break. I needed to recharge some batteries, take some time. Just do me for a little bit, which my jaw was hurting a lot. I'm going to say this. I was complaining for a few days that I was getting a lot of pain in my jaw from doing voices so much. So I needed to take a relax on that. Right back here. Yeah, right there. These muscles were wicked sore on my left side for like 3 days. And I was trying to do a voice for somebody last night on Fortnite, and I couldn't. And it's feeling a lot better today, but I just needed a break. So many days of doing voices and just works the throat, the mouth, everything. See, I'm not a drumstick person. I only like the white meat. I only like the white meat, but I love the gravy. You know, the gravy is half the best part. It's the best part of it all is the gravy. So, yeah. I like stews. I'm a big stew kind of guy. I can eat some stew. I think stew is food. Soup is not. Soup is not food. Soup is not food. You have some soup, you know, to warm you up, a little something to get, a little something make you feel better, but it's not food. Stew is food. Yeah. Chili is the same thing. Chili is food. I like chili. Good bowl of chili. It's got to be nice and hot, and you got to have cornbread with it. Got to have some nice cornbread. Do you guys eat cornbread in the UK? You guys ever had cornbread? It's delicious. I love me some cornbread. Nice hot cornbread. Cover it in some butter. Or in some stew. Yeah. I don't like dumplings. Not a huge dumpling person. Beef stew is delicious, though. Cornbread. If you guys never had some cornbread, you got to try some cornbread. Some Jiffy cornbread. That's the best kind. You want your cornbread? Absolutely, I want my cornbread. You've never tried cornbread? Oh, Gary, cornbread. I may just have to send a package to you. Golden syrup and dumplings and ice cream. What is golden syrup? That doesn't sound right. I don't know why I went to golden shower. Yeah, the Insta cornbread. That's the best. Some Jiffy. And some honey, yeah. You put butter, a little bit of honey into it, and you dip it in your chili. But you know what else goes really good with chili and people don't know? Cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls and chili go great together. Cornbread-fed country girls are the shiz, apparently. Golden syrup. Oh, is honey. Oh, okay. I'm honestly not a big honey fan. The only time I like honey is on biscuits. Biscuits are in the tea I make. My own tea. I use honey for a sweetener. Also, I'll teach you a thing. A good thing you can use honey for is if you ever have an ant problem, which I was able to wipe out a whole horde with this technique, was I had an ant problem. They were coming up my window. So what I did was I took a long jar. I had an old olive jar, and I filled it about a quarter way up with honey and maple syrup. And then what was happening was the ants would come over the line to get into the syrup, and they were getting stuck and die. But it wasn't stopping more ants from coming in and doing the same, and they were all just getting caught and die. And eventually, the ants realized that whatever the food was here wasn't worth it. They were losing more than they were getting, so they didn't show up anymore. And I haven't had an ant problem since I did that. I think I wiped out a whole nest. Probably just sent so many. You know, and then once every couple days, you wash out the old bodies, clear out the stuff, put some water on the top. It separates, gets the ants' bodies out, dump them out, put it back, let it sit. More ants would come in. Did the same thing for about a week, and they were gone. No poisons, no chemicals, didn't need anything. A little bit of honey, a little bit of syrup. Fixed it right away. Watch us chug syrup. Oh, that was bad. That's how we discovered the problem. I was trying to do the what was it? We were doing the Super Trooper syrup chug, and I guess I had left the cap off of one of my bottles of syrup, and ants had gotten into it, and I was chugging ants, and I didn't realize it until I was like, gritty. Yeah. Your guests left it open? Oh, okay. That's probably what had happened. Because I'm really good about it. I like my syrups, and I usually like to, like if I get something like my condiments, I'm really weird about my condiments. I like fancy condiments. Like if I'm going to get syrup, I like to try some of the odd and the unique stuff. Honey. I used to buy honey out in California. They would feed the bees off different kinds of flowers to produce different kinds of honeys for tastes. So I was really a big fan of that. And I used to I would buy the comb. And when I would get back to my room in California, before I would go to the gym, do a little cardio, I would cut a piece of honey out right off the comb, and I would just suck on that as I ran to the gym. And then the comb, I would just chew on it. You know, it was nice. It was just nice. It had a nice sweet taste. Chew on the comb, lasts for a while. And that would be like, instead of chewing bubble gum, just chew on the comb. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Boil honey, get it really hot outside, put it on a tin and watch the ants go for it. And when they bite it, they die because it's so hot. That's interesting. Good way to fry ants. Good way to fry some ants. Oh, man, I'm kind of glad that this snowstorm came through. I was getting bitten alive by mosquitoes already. And, well, the bad problem was I wanted to cut my lawn. And then the storm came through the other night, Saturday. I'm like, okay, I can't cut my lawn then. Cut it Sunday. Sunday, I woke up, told Evie, I'm going to go get ready to cut the lawn. She's like, it's raining outside. I'm like, damn it. It's like, okay, if I get up early Monday, I have to go stop by my lawyer's today. But before that, I can cut the grass in the morning. You know, it takes me a while to cut the grass. Yeah, I can do the front, take quite a break, and then I have to do the back. You know, arm hurts a lot. I got a hill. I push mow. It's good exercise, but it kills the arm. Just pushing, you'd be surprised what. Anyway, the tobacco in the honey kills the ants. Oh, we boil it up with some smokes. I got you now. So it's the nicotine then. They have a nicotine overdose for their little boys. Oh, I got you, mate. Right. And then I woke up this morning to do that, but no, it was snowing. So I'm not sure how my lawn is going to react to that. You know, it was trying to grow. Everything seems good and kosher. And today it's freezing temperatures outside, literally. Oh, what did Fortnite say to me? Fortnite Season 3 update just emailed me. Oh, they're just telling me to buy a battle pass. So, yeah, no big deal there. Oh my God, you're off YouTube. Hello, Brad. Hello, Brad. Oh my God, you're off YouTube. There's Brad, guys. We were just talking about you, Brad. We were talking about you, Brad. But you don't know what we were saying, Brad. Brad, where is the milk challenge? We've been waiting very patiently for this one, and I want to see the milk challenge. Yeah, we've been talking about how you haven't done the milk challenge, and I want to see you do the milk challenge. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you, Random Rob. Yes, Brad, where is the milk challenge? It's a simple video, an afternoon to put together. Shot simply, doesn't need to be fancy. I just want to see Brad throwing up milk and lots of it. So, Bradley, let's see that milk challenge video. But that's what we were talking about. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to run too long today. Wanted to come by and make sure I hang out. You get extreme diarrhea. Well, that's fine. Whatever. Film from the John when you're, hello, it's me, Brad. I drank the milk. Jeremy, you're an asshole for telling me to do this. I've now got the shits. So, yes, that's what you got to do. I don't care. It's fine. One end or the other, Brad. It doesn't matter. One end or the other. I just want to see the milk challenge. I want to see the milk challenge. In fact, Brad, I'll do this. If you go live sometime, like say around, let's say the 1st, go live on the 1st, I will super chat. I will super chat you the money you need to go buy the milk. Yep. You tell me how much I need to super chat you. 10, 15 pounds should cover it. I would imagine 2 gallons, enough for you and Ash to get a couple gallons of milk together. Some liters, 3-point-something liters. I don't know, 3.3 liters each. And well, I know, but I'll donate it for your finally agreeing to do the challenge. Is chocolate milk allowed? If you want to try chocolate milk, you are more than welcome. I'm just telling you, it's going to be heavier. That's more weight. People don't think about this. This is why I did 2%. I would have preferred to have done skim milk because it would have been less calories in the milk. Milk is milk. No, Gary. No, Gary. No, it's the calories. It's how heavy, how much fat it's going to be, how much that's going to weigh down. We gotta factor that in. Coffee milk. I can drink it like water. I challenge any of you to do the milk challenge. In fact, I would love for you guys to do the milk challenge. If you want to, do the milk challenge and send me the video of you doing your own milk challenge, and I will post it on YouTube here. We won't monetize it. No money to be made off of it. Don't want to make money off of anybody. But if you guys want to send it, I would love to make a collage of you guys doing milk challenges. Would love to do a collage of that. That just sounds like an awesome time. If I could get a nice compilation of everyone, that would be great. The milk challenge, Pat. Drink 1 gallon of milk in 1 hour. Simple. Drink a gallon of milk in an hour. Your choice of milk. Strawberry, chocolate, banana, 1%, 2%, whole, skim, whatever. I went with 2%. I know people who did it with whole. Whole is definitely harder because there's more fat, and the fat means it's going to be heavier on the stomach. How many pints in a gallon? I believe it's 3 liters you got to do, pints. How many pints are in a gallon? 8 U.S. liquid pints. 8 pints. Go get them, Patrick. Don't you wish you had a gun? Oh, that's fun. You know what? No, I saw someone who did it. They get it. Now, once you complete it, you're good. You just have to get it down and hold it for like a minute, and you're good. You're clear. 30 seconds, whatever. Get it all in your body, you win. Guns are amazing. We talk about guns. Guns are great. Somebody just popped off a round the other night here, Brad. Oh, good. Well, that's good. At least you got something. That's good. Guns are good. Brad needs to come and hurry up and shoot guns. Raven has been asking for Brad so much. And no, not Raven Girl. Raven is the name of my M4. She's been asking for you, Brad. She says only Brad can pull her trigger the way she needs. She wants that UK lovin', she says. Listen, Brad, here. Call Brad, call. That's Raven calling for Brad to come shoot Raven. Oh, it's going to be fun. You've seen Raven before. You guys have seen Raven. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. Oh, very cool. The Jiggy family stopping by. I understand you're at work, man. Hey, don't take up. Yeah, it's lunchtime there. You know, take your time. Enjoy your lunch. Appreciate you stopping by and showing a little love for us. Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate it. That's always that's great, man, right there. Even at work, he stops in just to say hello. And here I am just hanging out. Got the fireplace going. I got to chuck another log on there. Get it nice and warm. It's still pretty warm in here, though. Still nice and warm. But, yeah, I want that milk challenge out of Brad. And we need Brad here to shoot Raven. Can't shoot Raven without Brad. Oh, it's going to be fun. We're going to make so much stuff go away with it. There's going to be like a bottle, then there won't be. Jiggy in the AM at work, that would be cool if you could work it in. Even if you could do like 30 little second clips and then just string them together and upload it as a video later. That would work, you know. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Little Jiggy at the job. Jiggy on job. There you go. Jiggy on the job. There you go. You take that one for you, Greg. Jiggy on the job. Little clips from your work would be cool. You string them together, come home, you do your little live stream, you get off, you eat you some dinner, do a little editing, make us a nice little video, pop it up. You're currently at work also. Brad's a scuba diver septic tank cleaner. So when your septic tank is dirty, he gets in his deep water gear and he goes in there and he scrubs it in the poo. Oh, wonderful. He's an underwater deep sea tech scuba diver cleaner. It's like the Force. It flows through all of us, binds us, connects us, Greg. Jiggy on the job. That's got a ring to it, too. Well, guys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm still a little burned out, and I really didn't feel like doing a live stream today. But I wanted to make sure I got some time in with you guys. So I'm going to cut it here at the hour mark. I appreciate everybody coming in, checking out my stuff. I'll be back with you guys. I'll probably do something tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another Fortnite video. That's been helping out pretty much just to fill the gap. Thank you so much for everybody stopping by, wasting some of your life with me. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you much for everybody who thumbed up, subscribes, and all that jive. Don't forget to look for the tattoo on the thumb. That's how you know it's me. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Take it easy. You stay jiggy, jiggy. Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy. It's doing it again.